Hey guys, it is Chad here from the Battle Warrior Podcast, and I'm just letting all you listeners know that the Battle Warrior Podcast episodes will be available across all podcast platforms, guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this brand new episode today. All right, guys. Hey, welcome to Battle Warrior Podcast. I am Chad. On the other end here, guys, we got Alexurban. Without getting too far in depth of everything that's in your profile, man, it's going to be a lot more cooler having you say it. So go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, guys? Thank you again for having me on the podcast, man. I really appreciate that. So just quick introduction to me. My name is Alex, 27 years old, out of Utah. I am currently the Chief Marketing Officer for Lions.sheep. I've worked alongside Sean Whalen since May of 2020 to help blow up the Lions.sheep apparel business. Since starting, the company did up to about $20,000 in sales up till we started. Fast forward about 19 months later, working together, we're about to cross $12 million in sales, selling anything from graphic t-shirts, apparel, hats, accessories, and really just trying to push this Lions.sheep movement as much as we possibly can. So kind of just a quick description on who I am and I'm run.
Well, and the thing that I'm sitting there going, I'm like, geez, where do we even go on this? Because obviously, if you guys follow him on Instagram, guys, it's at alexurban on Instagram. But you're talking about Shopify Scaling Secrets. There's also, a money gun getting flown around. Someone in onesies floating around. It's like you guys have a lot of great time in Salt Lake City. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure and adventure. It's so much fun growing this company with the whole Lions.sheep team. Honestly, every day that we go in there, it's not even like work. It's like working with your family. It's the ability, or we have access to really do what we're good at. Sean's a great leader, but he admits himself that he's a horrible manager. So no one in the company is actually micromanaged, which I think has actually been one of the secrets to us growing and building as quickly as we can or have been. And that's just, he plugs in everybody who's an expert at their job and just lets them kind of do their thing. So, with that comes a lot of no real kind of oversight, which, leads to a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, but also the ability for us to like double down on our skill set, our creativity, and implement all of that into our business. So I think that's definitely been a crucial component to our growth. But yeah, it is fun as hell growing with that team.
Well, and I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, a lot of people would say it's an entrepreneur and all that stuff. You're actually quite awesome. You're in like I don't want to call you entrepreneur, but you're almost in like two avenues where you could go do that with Lion.sheep, and then also you can turn the switch on and do your own thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, and I think that's, kind of an important message to share with everybody. I know a lot of people who do want to be, an entrepreneur and whatnot. They want to have their own business. They want to have their own thing, their own products, everything like that. But the reality is, in today's day and age, you can do much more together as a team than you can independently. I had tried doing e-commerce, internet marketing, working under mentors and kind of perfecting my craft for 4 years. And then I went out on my own solo adventure, opened up my own jewelry company. And from there, it did good. But it just wasn't as fulfilling as it is growing within a team and working with a partner who's so aligned with your core values and the rate of growth that you want to exceed. And it's really fun being able to work, as an entrepreneur or as an employee of a company that's growing so quick. But it's like, again, you have such free reign that it's almost like you are working for yourself in a way. And what's really great is that as I'm able to grow and expand the business with Lions.sheep, I'm able to, what I like to call, hitch my wagon of my personal brand to Lions.sheep as well, which has helped me develop a bigger personal brand and been able to help other internet marketing and e-commerce entrepreneurs through some digital products that I sell or consulting. So like my course, Shopify Scaling Secrets, pretty much just I've recorded all the information, all the strategies, all the techniques that we've used to grow Lions.sheep. And I'm able to push that on my personal brand on the side. So like I said, it's really cool that you don't technically these days have to be an entrepreneur, but being an entrepreneur can be just as powerful. I'm literally making more money working alongside Sean than I was ever working alone. So, there's a lot of opportunity there, even at a monetary standpoint like that. But there's also a lot of opportunity working for a very, very large company, sharing the skill sets, sharing the results, sharing the techniques, sharing the strategies, and being able to monetize that on your personal brand on the side as well. So kind of fun to be able to attack it from both angles like that.
Yeah, and the thing that you're talking about is groups of people and people that you're tied together. And I know I want to say I'm at the beginning part of the hill, climbing our way up, because there's some groups out there like Ardite and all them where you work your way further up. Everyone's got bigger businesses, and to be honest, man, I know you're been around a few other people than I have in some of the circles I've been, but like everyone's so open to teach you.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they want everyone to succeed.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a huge secret to, or a pattern that you're going to recognize in a lot of very, very successful people, is that there's no scarcity when you're helping people or sharing information. I used to be the kind of person who it's like I was trying to grow my own business and really kind of pop up as one of those, quote unquote, successful entrepreneurs. So every single little golden nugget I learned, every single secret that I learned, every single little strategy that I learned that I think could allow me to implement it and really get above and win before everybody else or take first place before everybody else. And I had that scarcity mindset. It really affected my rate of growth. But I've noticed that a lot of people who are very, very successful, again, they have no scarcity about it. They're abundantly sharing all their information. They're completely open about everything from like their numbers, their business, their growth, their failures, their strategies, the techniques, and they're willing to share that with anybody. If it's Andy Frisilla sharing, his business strategies with the janitor who works at First Form, or Sean's helping every single person in our warehouse. Doesn't matter if they're part-time employee fulfilling orders. It's like he's trying to help everybody and share with everybody to all become better. So it's like as you kind of hide those secrets within yourself, I think it's really not allowing the universe to allow you to reach your fullest potential. So I've learned, especially through my growth and everything, that the more I share with people, the more I kind of get rewarded and win more. So I'm abundantly sharing literally every message I have, every strategy I have, every technique I have, because I know it's going to bring it back to me and return. And on top of that, what's kind of fun too about sharing everything that is that it always forces you to get to know more and more and more and more new stuff. Once you kind of run out of secrets, it's like, oh shit, time to go find a new one. And that's another way in which it accelerates your growth, just tenfold. So
yeah, and the other thing I noticed too is a lot of these people are all blue collar boys that came from, not blue collar boys and girls. I'm gonna say girls. I'm saying everyone, but everyone came from nothing.
Oh, for sure. And I think honestly, like being an entrepreneur, that's one of the greatest assets that you can have, is literally starting from nothing. It's one thing to get handed $1 million and say, hey, grow a business. You're going to go spend that cash quicker than you know what to do with. However, when you're starting with nothing and you get your first sale and you're like, okay, now we have $500 profit. What do we do with this? Now we have 1,000. You tend to start reinvesting those things into your business, and that starts compounding into a lot more results a lot more quickly. Whereas, if you were handed $1 million to grow a business, you're just going to look at that $1,000 like, this chump change, like I'm going to go blow it at the club this weekend kind of deal. I got 999 grand in my bank account. Like, what's an extra $1,000? But on top of that too, you become a lot more resourceful. I've been in positions where I've been growing business along with some previous mentors of mine, and it's like they had all the resources to buy all the technologies, all the softwares, all this and that, and it's like it actually didn't work as well as what we thought. It's like you're going to start buying into all these softwares, all these tools, all these courses to make you better, but at the end of the day, it was the resourcefulness of using what you already had that actually blew up the business more than all these little tools, gadgets, and everything else. So, literally starting from scratch and having nothing, I think is probably the biggest superpower, as an entrepreneur when getting started. A lot of people see it as like a disadvantage, but I see it as a complete advantage. Your creativity is so much more impactful into your business than anything else at that point, especially when you don't have a lot of money to throw around at every little gizmo, gadget, and everything that you think is going to improve your business. Yeah, no, when you're building a business, there's nothing more important than building like a tribe and building a community. Those are the people that are going to stick to you for life. When you purchase from a business and you literally feel like family with them, you're never going to go anywhere else. And I know a lot of you have probably, of like Annie Frisilla, First Form, and if you've ever bought a package from them, every single one has a handwritten note in there. And it's not just like a little thank you. It's not this or that. It's like, it's literally a whole paragraph. Like I literally just got an order First Form stuff literally yesterday, and I was like looking at the note and I'm like, damn man, like this makes me feel like I'm a part of this company. It makes me feel like I want to be a part of them. Then it's like they're also active on social media. Anytime I post and tag them, hey, greatest workout supplements, blah blah blah, tag First Form, it's like they're responding to me, hey, thank you so much for your support, thank you for your service. and things like that. And it's that's something that we try implementing at Lions.sheep like crazy. Is I want every single person to feel like a family with any interaction they have with our brand. It doesn't matter if you're commenting on our social media posts. It doesn't matter if you're responding to an email. It doesn't matter if you spent $1 with us or $1 million with us. We take those same things and implement them in our business to make sure that every single person who comes through our door is literally like family to us. And once you have that, you not only are going to increase the lifetime value of your customer, but they're also going to come back to you. They're going to spread all your marketing messages via word of mouth, which is the most powerful way of advertising. And again, they're never going to leave. I'm a very much believer in growing a tribe with your business. And like even me personally, there's companies that I buy from just because of the way that they make me feel. I don't care how expensive their product is. If they're, more expensive than the competition, less expensive than the competition, it's like, if you make me feel a certain way, you're not my business for life and I'm never going to leave. So, building a tribe around your business is probably one of the secrets to, actually building a business here in 2022 that's going to actually last more than, a few years, few months, or however long.
But hey guys, apologize for this, but yeah, like I said, my voice is kind of kitting out here. But hey man, where can everyone reach you at? And either sign up for your course or just follow you on Instagram and follow everyone that's on Lion.sheep.
Yeah, for sure. All my links are in my Instagram bio. So really that's the easiest place to go. So it's at alexurbi. That's ALEXURBIE. So Instagram is the best place to go.
And guys, check out his studio here. I'm seeing from the back view, but go on his Instagram and see the overall picture, man. It's like the raddest freaking studio you're ever going to find.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're still, we just moved in about 2 weeks ago. So still getting it all set up, getting all the lighting configured, but yeah, it's getting there and I appreciate it.
Dark and gnarly, man. That's awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, brother.
See ya.
All right. See ya.